Look who just rolled in. It's time to butter up your ears for laughs, life, and a little flaky wisdom. It's all about the biscuits with RJ.
At All About the Biscuits, we believe life's just a big old platter of toppings. Flaky, spicy, sweet, even messy. And guess what? We butter them all up and dig right in. Whether it's real talk or ridiculous rants, I'm RJ and we're serving it hot. All topics, all biscuits, always served hot.
All right. Welcome back to All About the Biscuits with RJ. That's right. This guy. Yeah, I got that little slick hair going on today. I look like Charlie Sheen from a little Wall Street. That's right. Back in the day, aging myself just a little bit. Just remember, thanks for joining us this week. I normally record over the weekends because I like my week to get my thoughts into some kind of order. But, with this podcast, we're just going to go off on tangents. Oh, I should say digress. That's right. Digress. Anyways, disclaimer, one take, that's all. And we're moving on. All right. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for listening. And, everybody's like, you got to have a hook to keep people coming back. Well, you know what the hook is? Me. If you don't like it, there's the door. Not this door, because that's the door to Narnia. If you want to find out, I'll show you someday. All right, one take, that's all. There's the door. Don't let it hit you where the good Lord split you. Oh, Jesus. Yes, hey, Lord. All right. So, the hair is a little slick today because I have an interview. Finally, after about 300 applications, thanks to, it all comes down to networking, plain and simple. You can constantly send out applications, whether it's Indeed, LinkedIn, whatever, and then you get bombarded by all these people. I'm a recruiter. Do you want to hook up? Then they are asking for your resume again. You already have it. If you're a recruiter and you're on LinkedIn or Indeed or Monster, you should already have it. So, anyways, got a good workout in this morning. Had a great day this past week for Veterans Day. Remember, even though we honor them on one day, we need to honor them every day. People forget they're the reason why we have the freedoms we have. They're the reasons I'm allowed to do this and talk about whatever the heck I want. Just remember, yeah. So remember our veterans each and every day. Those that we've lost, those that are still serving, that are here every day helping us out, whether they're at the VA, whether they're just in your work environment. Just remember, they're the ones that sacrificed for you and for me. Okay, so we had the day off for a good reason, don't get me wrong, but it feels like a Saturday without a Sunday. Gotta go back to work, and I don't know how to feel about it. So half the week's over, and I don't normally record or do a podcast during the week, but yeah, I'm like, you know what? I feel fresh. Let's do this. Yeah, it feels good. So this past weekend, every weekend, we try to do something. Since we're a grassroots nonprofit, we do vendor markets. Love the vendor markets. We get donations. Everything goes back. We're 100% donor funded. So if we're not getting donations in, because, sometimes we're so small, we can't afford social media people, marketing and such. And sometimes we do. But, when things are tight, we have to make those decisions and move on. So we tend to do a lot of vendor markets, which are great. We get donations. We give a donor gift, whether it's a hat, a shirt, hoodie, whatever. And that's how we survive. That's how we pay for our programs. And we just want to thank all of our supporters that swing by our booth, learn what we do, helping out our veterans, first responders, and our community through food, essential provisions. Right now we have Operation Jingle, raising money for postage for Christmas cards for troops. So yeah, if you'd like to make a donation, just head on over to rjsmissionfoundation.org. We appreciate you. And we're always here to serve our veterans, first responders, and our community. So let's do this all together. And just remember, be kind. So, anyways, we're at a vendor market this past weekend from a brewery here in the area, Indigo Reef Brewing. Make sure I got that right. And, you start to see all the same vendors and such, and it's great. All great people, great camaraderie, and just bringing it all together for community to help out each other. We all have, whether it's nonprofits, small businesses, crafts, and whatever it might be. And make new friends and so forth. But the couple next to me, amazing folks. And they were explaining to me how they do, they have like a possum rescue at their house. Yeah, that's right. I said possum rescue. So if they see, you hit a possum on the side of the road, they see something, usually the babies could still be in the mother's sack. And I'm like, this is crazy. And this is amazing. And I love possums because they eat other rodents and they take care of my yard. I don't like voles and I don't like moles. And yes, I said voles. There is an animal with a V, not an M. There are voles and there's moles. And voles can go away because they burrow and leave like tracks all through your yard. It really sucks and you can't get rid of them. But the possums love them. They eat rodents. It's like spiders, they take care of the flies, the mosquitoes, and it's all part of the ecosystem. And we love it around here. But anyways, they even have a possum on her card. So they take care of these possums, and they'll stop and take the babies if mama's died, and they will help them grow until they're ready to go back out into the wilderness. And I just found it fascinating because I remember a time when, yes, my dad was a veterinarian. When we were little, it was the same thing with squirrels. You have to use the dropper. You got to like raise them until they're big enough, old enough to survive out in the wild. And it's just crazy to me that they do possums. And I appreciate that very much, very much. So I just wanted to give a shout out to them for helping our ecosystem and our animals. It's not necessarily our best friend for babies or cats and such, but I thought it was very fascinating that they stop and take care of these baby possums. So shout out to them. So this is where I digress. So we also had our crime junkie group this week, and I was given the presentation. Hopefully I did a good enough job. So it was the case about Okie Al Kite. If you don't know that case, look it up. It was a good case. It's still unsolved. But yeah, so I started out like thinking I was going to be funny, and I was like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to call him Al Kite. Okie dokie. Hello, is this on? Yeah, I don't think that joke did so well. But yeah. So then we keep talking, and we always have a good time. It was a big group, probably about 20 of us, discussing the case. And I think it came down to not such a great case because it's still unsolved. Definitely think it was a serial killer of some sorts. But yeah, so we have this crime junkie group, the Murder Club, and we get together once a month, and we also go to shows that have to do with like murder and such. And anyways, so I'm going to digress. So it looks like And of course, when I'm in a crowd, I have to pimp myself out for all about the biscuits. Sorry, but I got to do it. We need followers. I want people to hear everyday stupid shit that we have to talk about, or that I have to talk about. And at some point, we're going to have interviews, we're going to have guests. I just want to be able to get it out there. So it looks like if I can get the um, mobile unit together. See, what happens is everybody shoots, it's like the nonprofit world. You should do this, you should do that, you should do this and that. And like everybody comes and bombards you. And you can only do so much. With the nonprofit, people are like, oh, we should collaborate, do this, do that. And I'm like, we don't have a lot of money. So I'm not going to spend a lot when we can do a lot with very little when it comes to meals, when it comes to provisions every month for our veterans at Patriot Villas. So, anyways, I digress. Back to our group. So last night we're talking, and one of the ladies in our group, she owns 2 waxing salons. So, they get talking, once again, you should like go on site. We should do podcast live. We should do all this stuff. And I just wanted to find out, because one of my big pet peeves, especially as I get older as a man, is nose hairs and ear hairs. I cannot stand them. I am constantly, not going to lie, 2 to 3 days, I'm shaving that stuff off. It is so annoying that hair grows in places I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't care for it. And I keep up with it. And it's like, I just want to know if you do men's waxing of ears and nose. That's it. Because, I've seen where barbers do it. And, I watch the reels and I'm like, oh, that hurts. But is it going to last longer if I get it done? And I'm like, okay. And of course, she's like, yeah, we can do that. I'm like, yeah, okay. And then it's back to the podcast. I'm like, okay, at least we're talking about the podcast. I'm thinking in my brain, the bubbles out here. And I'm going, I just want how long this wax is going to last, because it's going to hurt, obviously. Like, it's going to come out. And is it going to be longer to where it doesn't grow back as fast? Oh, and like going out and seeing like older gentlemen, or even any guy with like hair in places that they don't take care of. Dude, get that one long hair out of your nose, please. Just, it's like, just take care of it. They'll shave everything, but then they got that one little whistler hanging. Just one. And I'm like, how do you miss that? It's there. Just take care of it. It's like an older woman with like a mole and there's like 3 hairs coming out. It's like, it's there. You have to see it every day. Just take care of it. That's all I ask. So I digress. Back to the podcast. So it looks like we're probably going to go live at some point and take care of things and just have some fun with it. So hopefully in the future, sooner than later, will be pretty good. But soon, I digress. You're going to see a changing background. And let me give you a little taste of what we might be doing. We might be going to the brick. Not the brickyard. Come on, guys. I mean, if I could race, I would. But anyways, we're putting up sound barrier to make sure you guys can hear us better, that there's no echo going on. And, we just want to freshen it up, because looking at this, the door to Narnia. Yeah, it's plain simple, but we want to grow up a little bit. Not really, because I like being immature and having fun with everything. That's right. So Guys, take care of your ear hairs. Take care of your nose hairs. It looks better. Your woman will appreciate it. Trust me. And until next time, stay tuned to Friday for part 2. And we're just going to go with it. That's all we got. Remember, be kind. Put a smile on someone's face. Let's go out into the world and support each other. See you till next time. Have a good one. That's right. Still trying to find the play 8 outro and ending recording. Be kind.
Thanks for pulling up a chair with us at All About the Biscuits. Remember, life's messy, flaky, and sometimes sweet, but we're in it together. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, leave a review, and pass the plate to a friend. See you next time.